has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free.
Okay, next question.
I'm a horse football coach right now.
You know, it got shoved up, shoved it up. It got shoved, right?
Let's jump into the Michigan game here. Just give me where your head is at as we go into this thing. Another night game versus Michigan, first of all. I mean, I don't know who we have to blow to play at noon or 3:30 in this game, but
I apologize to the national NBC audience for this game.
This will
It's brutal.
Nikki, where are you at? You're a believer?
Not really. It would be nice. I would look if today's the day that changes the tide. I'll love it. I'll be very happy. They might give Bryce Underwood the Heisman after this game. Like, what have we done? Like, what have I seen to make me think we can win any game?
Yeah.
As opposed to this game.
Yeah.
We have a moral everything just feels kind of manufactured. Like, oh man, we sure hate those guys. Like, I just don't know if I believe it.
Yeah.
Travis, go ahead. I definitely want to talk about where the rivalry's at right now and how the team views it. But Travis, we'll get to that later. Travis, give me your thoughts on where you're at.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Nikki. I don't want to say like there's no chance because I don't think this Michigan team is I don't think they're a top 25 team, honestly. I don't think, you look at them, they're not as good as they have been. What's different about them this year is that they have a quarterback who can actually throw a forward pass. Last year, they didn't have that. It was all about the quarterback run in the running game. They're still about the running game because they got the two running backs are going to be the big determining factor on their side for their offense. And our run at the same time, our run defense shutting them down is going to be key. But I mean, like Nikki said earlier, why run the ball when you can just throw for however many yards you want on this defense? And that's what makes me think that there's not no chance, but there's very, very little chance because our defense isn't going to stop anybody. They never do. And so that's like, you can make a good case that the defense is the reason we're in the situation we are right now.
Yeah.
That's the part that makes me like, usually I have some kind of faith in this rivalry and like hope for some kind of upset, except for the past couple of years. And this year, I mean, last year was different because nobody was really ranked or neither one of the teams was good. But I mean, this year I'm having trouble finding like any fight against Wolverines myself. So it's,
I was looking at it and I was kind of trying to find, reasons to be hopeful. Their pass defense is not great. They rank 95th in pass yards allowed per game. The rush defense is pretty good. They're top 25 there. The rush defense they're pretty good. They're top 15. So that's not
pretty
great. But their pass defense, it's 57th. I mean, that's not like, that's not going to, that's not saving a lot of games, for your team. But offensively, again, it's not the best Michigan team. To your point, Travis, it's not like they're this great juggernaut. They can run the ball. They have some explosive running backs that have popped off for some huge runs. But they don't do anything great. I think one saving grace I keep coming back to is that this is Bryce Underwood's first year playing. It's on the road. He can throw the ball forward, but they don't have great receivers. Now, they might look great versus our defensive backs.
right.
That may end up being the case. But, again, I'm trying to find something to grab on for hope. But, it's not – there's nothing really solid to hold on to here.
I mean, they haven't blown anybody out, so there's one thing.
Yeah, and I do like this spot where all the pressure's kind of on them. Like Jonathan Smith has a lot of pressure to win, but there's not a ton of pressure on our players to win, other than the normal pressure of this game, right? Like, if Michigan loses, their season 1 is over. 2, they're going to feel like idiots. Their fan base is going to be pissed. If we lose, we're going to be upset, but I think there's a general expectation that we probably will lose. I don't think I'll hang my head any more than I did after USC or Indiana. But I don't know. I mean, X's and O's wise, Travis, is there anything you're seeing that should be super concerning or, provide us with some hope?
I don't know. I mean, just I honestly hadn't looked into it that much other than the running game. And then I don't think they're in the trenches. They're as strong as they have been the past few years. That's probably one thing is that our lines don't push anybody around though. So I don't know how much that actually helps. I just hate going into a game feeling like this over and over again. Like, oh, we might have some hope. By the way, if we lose, it won't be surprising. It is actually kind of expected. It's a shitty feeling.
Or it's like, oh, this player's actually kind of played well last game. Yeah, he might be our new guy. Oh, and he's out for the rest of the year. Okay.
Yeah.
Like LaFalliere that got for the year.
Yep.
Maybe Stanton Ramon will be back. That would be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice to
We have
see
so many
some
injuries.
guys. The injury list versus Indiana was unbelievable. Like I'm not sure that I've seen it like that.
I mean, what does it take to get a good strength and conditioning coach around here?
Nikai Martinez has been like a game time decision for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, basically all season.
And he hasn't been that great when he's been in, honestly.
Yeah. But I mean, look, maybe this is like low key, like maybe they are getting super hyped. Like, and they're gonna put it all on the field, and that would be pretty nice. Are you guys in the? I don't know if you were going to talk about later, but are you guys in the camp? Because I know they're talking about on Valenti today, in the past few days, like where you're rooting for Michigan for a bigger chance of, or like, are you nervous that if we win, we'll keep the job? Like, or where are you at there? Because I don't think I can root against them.
I certainly will not be rooting against Michigan State. I already do not think they're going to fire Jonathan Smith. So I think win or lose, his job is probably not impacted unless it just is so ugly. So no, I want them to win. I want them to win more, as much as I did in 2021, as much as I did in 2022, as much as I did in 2015. Travis, I don't know if you feel differently.
No, I mean, I will never root for us to lose to Michigan. I mean, God, that's beyond sick.
That's messed up.
That's just crazy talk. But I also don't think that this one game has much bearing on Jonathan Smith's job. It's going to be how they finish the season, and unless we get blown out like 63-0, which means we're like Central Michigan level of talent and capability, there's not much going to be changing off of this game.
Do you guys feel like, from a fan base perspective and from a team perspective, program perspective, that the hate is just not as high as it has been? Like it doesn't seem as intense leading up to it. Like I'm scrolling through Twitter, and usually just all you see is back and forth, and I really don't see a lot of it this year. I'm just, in my mind, it's like, oh, okay, that game's on Saturday. Like usually I'm like, and I know I just said I want them to win as bad as I did in 2015, as bad as I did in 2021, and it's true. But like usually during this week, all I can do is eat, sleep, drink that sucker. Yeah. And this week I'm just kind of like, oh, the game's on Saturday. Like I'll start to get nervous around noon, 12:30, 1 o'clock, and more as the game gets closer. But like usually I'm up pacing, on Tuesday, and now I'm kind of like, oh, we'll see what happens Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's because of what we've talked about. We know that there's a really good chance this isn't even a competitive game. We're just so down. It sucks. Like I said, we're just so down on our team that we're not as fired up for this week as we usually are.
Yeah. We're just like, we keep saying we're at rock bottom, but I think we're actually like
rock mid.
We just know we literally cannot get worse. Like I can physically not get any more upset about MSU being bad. We're not worse if we lose this game. We just are still
what we think we are. We are who we thought we were.
Do you think it's at a program level? Do you feel like there's not enough hate for Michigan, like inside the locker room?
I mean, if they're having to hold summer seminars or whatever to teach about the rivalry, yeah.
To that point, I'm glad they did that because I think when you have a lot of transfers, I think people you recruited from high school or that have been on the field or that have been in the program for this game they probably have an idea. Obviously, people from Michigan, they'll know. But when you have a lot of transfers, I do think it's hard to, especially now when they're playing for money. They're not playing for pride of being a Spartan or pride of being a Wolverine. They're playing for money. They're playing typically at who's giving them the most money. Yeah. And I think that does add to it because I feel like there's just not enough hatred in the locker room right now. It's not there's not enough. I want to kick those guys' asses.
Yeah, like when D'Antonio was here, he was the one driving the bus for that.
Yeah,
that was his MO that won everybody over was we're gonna come in here. We hate those guys. We're gonna beat Michigan, and his recruiting MO was, hey, Ohio State and Michigan didn't give you offers. Come over here and beat them with us. Like that. That's not the kind of attitude that we've had since he left.
It feels like the rivalry has turned into like a pearl clutching contest. It's the lamest thing ever. Like, well, they're gonna take some cheap shots at us. Oh yeah, people are gonna start assaulting people at the stadium. Like, I mean, I do love the bit of Michigan fans acting like East Lansing is just the most dangerous place on earth. Like if you go to East Lansing to play football at night, you're gonna die. Like it's literally a college town. You're a football game.
Yeah. No, I think you guys are right there. I want Jonathan, and I know that he talked about it a little more this year, like how important it is and how much he learned last year. And I want to hear him say that he doesn't like Michigan. And I don't know why that's so hard, or he doesn't.
Yeah.
Why he shies away from that. Like, you have the video I retweeted this week of Tom Izzo saying, I don't like them. I don't like one thing about them, something like that. Obviously, D'Antonio built his reputation on that. Even Mel Tucker in 2021, he was on College Game Day and was like, I don't like Michigan.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Jonathan Smith grasp that that's what we want to hear? Like, especially at a time now when his ass is in the jackpot. Like, he is, depending on who you ask, he is minutes a game away from being fired, maybe by the end of the season. At the very best, he's on, we got one more year to figure this thing out. Why doesn't he want to say that? Like, it would be at least get some support from the fans.
Yeah.
Like,
it would get
like,
the juices
this
flowing.
guy fucking gets it, but he doesn't say anything like that.
Yeah. And even when Mel Tucker came in, he pulled like the Michigan Ohio State bit where we don't say that school's name.
Mm-hmm.
It's the school down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get I don't need you to change your personality, but you got to play to the crowd a little bit. Like,
a little bit, yeah. Don't be someone you're not.
Get into the rivalry. Yeah.
You don't have to be like, Shawn Moore wearing that blue collar jacket was so stupid. I can't wait to beat his ass. Like, it would be cool.
I would love that.
Yeah. It would be really sick. Jonathan Smith, please go say that tomorrow. Yeah. But if you could just be like I just can't wait to beat him. Like, just something like I would saying I would not there's no greater pleasure. Okay, this would be an insane thing to say. Pleasure than beating Wolverines or
right. Just something as simple as, hey, after last year, I learned I don't like those guys at all. Like, you know what? There is an intense dislike. You don't have to use the word hate.
Yeah.
But just something to give the fans a little bit of. Yeah,
he's always I now understand the rival, how intense it is. Might be after last year, oh man, I hated losing to them like that. Yeah. I cannot wait to get my revenge.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah, that's the bare understanding the rivalry is the bare minimum. That's expected, man.
Yeah, that should have been a prerequisite for the job, honestly.
Truly, yeah, for being honest. Yeah. I was thinking about this earlier. with Jim Harbaugh gone, there's not like a true and I think this also kind of adds to like the loss in intensity. There's not like a true face of Michigan football that I'm like, oh, I hate that person. I do you guys? I know I have one that I've been trying to turn into one for a couple of years now, and that's Jabba, the athletic director. Ward Manuel, for those of you that don't know. But do you guys have anyone over there that you're like, oh, that guy? Like, I don't know Bryce Underwood,
Right. He could be eventually. Sherrod Moore is probably the closest right now.
Yeah, I mean, Sherrod Moore, I just feel like bad for. Like, that guy cried during an interview. Like, he's not cool enough to hate, in my opinion. Like,
Sherrod Moore, I think, move for me. Yeah, Sherrod Moore makes me laugh. Like, it would be cool. Like, I mean, it'd be fun if we could beat him.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Ward is his reaction.
Ward is the devil. Like that. But Bryce Underwood could do a great job making us hate him tomorrow. Like,
he could.
I hope he doesn't do it in the not fun, or not tomorrow, but whenever. I hope he does it in a more fun way of just like losing and throwing a temper tantrum or something. But
right.
I mean, I like him when he was going to LSU.
I love that.
Yeah.
But like no one. I guess I don't like Jaden Mangum, but it's because he went to MSU.
Yeah, not relevant enough. So
he's getting the pick 6 this week. That
would make my skin crawl. Can't have that.
Yeah, it does seem like we need like another like Mike Hart little brother moment or something like that.
Yeah. Also, Loveland last year was bad. It's so lame doing that and leaving.
Yeah.
Who were the guys who did the belt to ass video this year?
Oh shoot, I don't know.
I think that was like Rayshawn Benny and somebody else. I'm not sure though.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're just. I just hate all of them, really. But like, I mean, if we were just better, like if we had a pulse, I would definitely be way more angry. But it's just sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're almost like waiting out a clock, waiting for the alarm to go off or something.
Yeah. It does feel like that a little bit. Any other Michigan hate topics?
I mean, how much time you got, brother?
Let's see. Like, they haven't really been any worse than usual this year.
I know, like they haven't piped up either, which is kind of like I'm waiting for someone to say something.
Well, I've seen a couple of the Michigan people say like everybody knows. I think it was obviously like the Don Thomases of the world, like saying like everybody knows Michigan State's going to be doing cheap shots, like that kind of stuff. Which I love that bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're completely innocent of that either.
You think?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I never want them to change though. I just
the lack of self-awareness on that side makes this hilarious.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's not enough of that right now for like not enough of that fueling a rivalry this year.
Yeah.
I love people bringing up the tunnel like it was like last year. It was what?
It was 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
I feels like everything changed after that.
Honestly, yeah. That was a big turning point.
It kind of feels like that was like that Washington game was bad, but that felt like the moment where like MSU was just never a thing again.
Yeah.
That was like the last time we've been relevant in anything. It's because we got in a fight.
Yeah, I mean, they
got suspended for getting in a fight last week.
Who did?
Karai Crump.
Oh, nice. Good guy.
Might be playing the wrong sport.
Yeah, like they don't even like. It's so bad, and I touched on this earlier. Like I texted you guys, like it's so bad. Like they're not even talking about our coach being on the hot seat because how irrelevant we are.
Yeah.
But it's like they don't even talk about us on College Game Day. Like I can't remember the last time that our game was even picked in the pick selection, like of the show. Like even when there are like okay years, somewhat bad years, like we felt like we were still talked about. Like we don't even get talked about now.
Yeah, I mean they always pick against us whenever it shows up.
Yeah,
That's how bad we've gotten. It's almost like an auto. Oh, these guys aren't winning this game. That's even more depressing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I honestly haven't had the chance to watch game day very much these last couple of years. So
That's right.
Not missing
Yeah.
much.
Hopefully there's a quiet, like maybe just behind closed doors, they've just been getting this right with the hatred and they're keeping it in the locker room. I mean, this is this team's Super Bowl. Like, really, win or lose, whatever happens after this game is pretty much irrelevant. Like, if they win, we might get this feeling that maybe we could win 2 more games and go to a bowl game. But like, this is the most important game left in the schedule. Like, if they were to win this game, win 2 more games, like, no one's going to get that excited about the Motor City Bowl or whatever, ho-hum Bahamas Bowl that we would get to go to. This is really all they have left. I mean, yes, there are more games, of course, but this is the biggest game. And like for Jonathan Smith, like your job is kind of on the line here. Like this has to be where all the efforts have gone to. Like if he came out like, hey, we didn't really game plan for Indiana very much because we were so focused on Michigan, and that's why we didn't put up much of a fight. Okay, that's fine, but that better show. Like
You better win.
Yeah, right. So I mean, this has to just be the most intense game they play from the on-field performance and from the week leading up to in terms of preparation. Like I expect this to be the best game plan that the coaches have all season. There can be no sleep this week until they feel great about the game plan.
Yeah. And I'll feel better about it if they actually make some kind of adjustments. But it's been that way all 18 games with this staff.
It's like even in high school, you would go into halftime like, okay, they're doing this, this, and this.
Yeah.
We need to do X, Y, Z. When they do this, we're going to do this. Like, forget what we worked on all week. We're doing this now. It seems like they get in the locker room and it's just like, okay, we're going to keep doing what we planned on doing. Even though it's beating us, it should eventually work because we think it's going to work. That hasn't worked. I mean, you don't see them come out in the second half and adjust to anything, offensively or defensively.
Yeah. And I mean, if it's not a scripted possession, forget about it. They're doing absolutely nothing.
The scripted possessions look great.
Yeah.
But, I think back to like Nebraska, we kept running that toss play. It's like they had this in the playbook this week and they thought it was going to be a play that worked, and it didn't work.
They can't block
a couple times. And then they just kept trying to run it like it was like somehow going to work eventually. Like that, like it's just
there's a lot of that, yeah.
And look, on defense, I know the problem is they don't have the guys. I get that. It's hard to make adjustments. You can try to make adjustments, and if you don't have the guys, it's not going to work regardless. But like something to stop these people from passing all over us. Is there anything that can be done?
I mean, as a coach, as a coach, it's your job to put your team in the best possibility to succeed, and then put in the positions that strategically benefit them. And we're not seeing that.
No. I mean, it's 7:30 Saturday though. This is it. I mean, this is the Super Bowl for this team. Anything that happens after, I really, if they don't win this game, they're going to lose the fan base, a big chunk of it. Obviously not us, but it's not going to be pretty.
Empty stadiums.
Yeah, it's going to feel like those games with Harlan Barnett as interim head coach.
Right.
That's what I'm telling you. I really think there's some back channeling going on.
You may be right. 7:30 again. I honestly can't. I know we kind of talked about it already, but like, what is the network's obsession or fetish of putting this game at night?
Yeah.
Only when we're bad.
It's only you're right. Yeah, when we're good, it's 3:30.
Yeah. I mean, what is honestly the draw of NBC national night game being a mediocre Michigan team and a bad Michigan State team?
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I thought for sure like the best we would get was like big noon kickoff.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a night game 3 years in a row.
Has it?
Yeah.
2021 was at 3:30.
22, 23, 24 were all at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting because for a while they refused to play it at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least last year's game was close.
Yeah.
Well,
We should have won that one, honestly.
Yeah. Should.
last year's game was like the beginning. It felt like every game since then is looked
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah. We'll see. We will see what happens. It's a big one, regardless of the lack of intensity or anything that we may feel or perceive. But I hope the boys get up for this one because it's their Super Bowl, and I don't really know how else to put it for this team.
You will make a
that's
name
the
for
best way to
yourself.
put it.
Like you will go in, like Aiden Childs wins. He's Spartan for life. Like
Yep.
doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Yeah.
what
It's
happens.
a legacy game. Absolutely.
Yeah, we haven't forgotten
Rick
Rocky
Marsh.
Lombardi, Ricky White.
Right. You never forget those guys.
Jalen Watt-
Jalen Watt Jackson was where I was going next. Yes.
Yeah.
10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I saw that. They had a pretty good article on ESPN about it.
Yeah.
Like Sam Edwards, the captain, linebacker, walk on. If he has a really good game, makes like one or two good plays and we win, boom. We'll
Yeah.
never forget his name.
Yeah.
Like there are at least 100,000 people who will remember you forever if you make a big play in this game and win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are you guys' plans for the game?
I don't know.
I am going to be watching it from the Dallas Stars press box.
Oh,
So that's with a laptop in front of me.
yeah. I'll probably watch it at home. We'll see.
That's why I was hoping for an 11 a.m. game.
Yeah.
Very much did not want to have to pull double duty there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, plenty to talk about that one post Saturday.